Have you ever noticed something strange about your thoughts? You are sitting quietly, maybe drinking tea, maybe driving, maybe trying to fall asleep, and suddenly a thought appears out of nowhere. Then another one follows, then another. Some are pleasant, some are anxious, some are completely random. And before long, you have been pulled into a conversation happening entirely inside your own head. What fascinates me is this: most of us never stop to question where these thoughts are coming from. We assume we are creating them, we assume we are thinking them. But are we? Take a moment and look at your own experience. Can you predict your very next thought? Not generally, not approximately. Can you know exactly what the next thought will be before it arrives? Most people can't. The next thought simply appears, and yet somehow we still believe I am the thinker. For a long time, I never questioned that assumption. It seemed obvious. Thoughts are happening, so naturally there must be a thinker producing them. But the more deeply I explored the teachings of Ramana Maharshi, the more that certainty began to crack. Because Ramana invited people to investigate something most of us never examine. Not the thought, the thinker. And that changes everything. We spend so much of our lives trying to control thoughts, replace negative thoughts, create positive thoughts, stop unwanted thoughts. But what if we are overlooking a more fundamental question? Who is it that claims ownership of these thoughts? Who is saying my thoughts, my worries, my memories, my problems? Have you ever looked carefully for that one? Not intellectually, not philosophically, directly. Because when we begin looking, something interesting happens. The thinker seems obvious until we try to find it. It's a little like searching for a shadow in the dark. At first, it feels unquestionably real. Yet when attention turns toward it, it becomes strangely difficult to locate. Ramana Maharshi often guided seekers toward a simple inquiry. Whenever a thought appeared, he encouraged them to ask, "To whom has this thought appeared?" The answer would usually be, "To me." Then he suggested asking, "Who am I?" Not as a mental exercise, not as a puzzle, as an actual investigation. And perhaps this is where many people misunderstand self-inquiry. It's not about repeating the words, "Who am I?" all day long. It's about tracing attention back to the one who claims ownership of experience. The one who says, "I am thinking, I am suffering, I am confused, I am searching." But who exactly is that I? Most of us assume we know. Yet when we try to find it directly, we often discover a collection of thoughts, memories, images, and stories. We find descriptions, we find labels, we find personal history. But do we find an actual thinker? This may sound unsettling. At first, it certainly did to me. Because the idea of being a thinker is woven deeply into our identity. We don't merely have thoughts. We believe we are the one creating them. So when the assumption begins to loosen, it can feel as if the ground beneath us is shifting. And yet something remarkable begins to emerge. A new possibility. What if thoughts are simply appearing in awareness? In the same way sounds appear, in the same way clouds appear in the sky, in the same way sensations appear in the body. Think about it. You don't create every sound you hear. You don't create every sensation you feel. They arise, they are noticed, then they pass. What if thoughts are not fundamentally different? Perhaps you had moments when this became obvious. Maybe during meditation, maybe while sitting quietly in nature, maybe during a moment of complete stillness. A thought appeared, you noticed it. And for an instant, there was a clear recognition: I am aware of this thought. That simple recognition contains something profound. Because if you are aware of a thought, can you be the thought itself? And if you are aware of the mind's activity, can you be limited to that activity? Ramana's teaching points toward something extraordinarily simple. The awareness that knows the thought is not itself a thought. The awareness that observes the mind is not the mind. And the awareness that witnesses the thinker may not be the thinker at all. This is why self-inquiry is so radical. It does not ask you to improve the mind. It asks you to investigate the one who claims to own the mind. And perhaps that is the final illusion. Not that thoughts exist. Thoughts clearly exist. But the belief that there is a separate thinker sitting inside your head, producing them all. When that belief begins to soften, something unexpected happens. Life becomes lighter. Thoughts continue to come and go. Some pleasant, some unpleasant, some useful, some completely absurd. But they no longer define who you are. They become passing events rather than personal truths. The sky is not disturbed by the clouds that pass through it, and awareness is not disturbed by the thoughts that pass through it. Perhaps this is what Ramana Maharshi was pointing toward all along. Not the destruction of thought, not the suppression of thought, but the recognition of what you are before any thought appears. So I would like to leave you with a question. The next time a thought arises, don't focus on the thought itself. Instead ask, to whom has this thought appeared? Then look carefully. Who is the one who claims to be thinking? And what happens if that thinker cannot be found?